Hello, everyone. I'm back. I hope you guys are all having a fantastic Monday. If you haven't already checked out the third eye chakra with Reiki healing from this morning, I definitely recommend that you do, especially before doing this practice. I think you'll find, especially if you're new to automatic writing, that having the experience like the Reiki healing and then kind of being already in that meditative state and going into automatic writing makes it a lot easier. So as you're hopping on, say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello. Let me know that you're watching. So basically my intention for this video is to just kind of take some of, I don't know what to call it, the mysticism away from automatic writing. Sometimes when I explain the concept to people, they think like, oh, there's no way that I can do that. I'm not nearly intuitive enough or connected to my spirit guides. I've never even met my spirit guides. It's probably just me writing. I hear it all. And I want you to know that automatic writing truly, truly is much easier than we make it out to be. So the process is really simple once you get down to it. Truly, all you need to do is be open-minded and open-hearted and be willing to just write, and to write without worrying about the spelling, the grammar, the penmanship, the punctuation. We don't worry about any of that with automatic writing. We just write. And again, this is one of my favorite ways to connect to my intuition because it's something tangible. It makes me feel like I can see the message. I remember doing my first spirit guide meditation, right? I found this like hour 15-minute long meditation on YouTube. Was so excited, thought that it was going to be like this magical, super clear experience where like I'd literally be introduced to like a person or I don't know, an animal, and I'd be able to have this conversation and the messages would be super, super clear. But that's not exactly what happened. What happened was I got my expectations so high up there and just tried to force something, and that didn't work. And so I was introduced to the process of automatic writing, and all of a sudden, like, this started to click for me. I could comprehend this a lot easier than I could comprehend trying or hoping for some visual to happen during a meditation. Now, I will say that as I continued to do this automatic writing process, continued to do meditations to connect with my guides, I did start to have those fun experiences. And it's not as like crystal clear as what you may expect it to be, right? So the first time I did a spirit guide meditation where something actually felt like it happened, the most monumental thing was I kept just seeing like water. You know how it looks when you look into like a pool or the ocean and the sun is shining down and it looks like the sun is dancing across or underneath the water. And that was the visual that I started to get. And then I asked the universe for a sign if I had a mermaid guide, if there was a guide of mine that was connected to being a mermaid, connected to Atlantis, things like that. And I started seeing mermaids everywhere. Like literally the next day, I was going to a friend's house for May Cause Miracles book club and had never been upstairs in her home. And she's like, oh, I need to take you on a tour. She's like, oh, here's our bathroom. And their shower curtain was the most magnificent mermaid ever. And it was one of those like, okay, I hear it. I hear you, universe. Like, yes, I have a mermaid guide. There's a connection there. Keep following it. Keep trusting it. So automatic writing is one of those ways that you build your intuition and you develop that relationship with it, right? We so often talk about relationships with money, relationships with other people, but we have a relationship with our intuition as well. And so this is my process, right? Everybody may have a different process, and I totally encourage you to find what works best for you. But basically, I get into a meditative state, maybe do some Reiki on myself if I'm feeling called to do that, get the oils going, set the stage, and really get grounded, that intention to be open and to be willing for whatever needs to come through. That's what's going to come through, and I'm going to trust that, right? Step number one is saying that no matter what comes out on the paper, I am going to trust that it is my higher self, my guides, higher power coming through. Because we all have that choice to decide how we perceive it, right? And it truly is a higher power coming through. And so I get into that meditative state, and I like to give myself a prompt to write from. And the place to start really is, what's the message? What is the message that you have for me? And that's why I gave you guys my spirit guide meditation to kind of go along with this practice. So that way you could know that the prompt you were going in with was, what message do you have for me? You can hold that intention throughout the meditation, and then you get pen to paper. So I was figuring the easiest way to really kind of show you guys is to just do it here with you. And I want you to remember that, like, I have been doing this practice for a long time. Automatic writing is almost a daily practice of mine. So it does not take me long anymore to get into that meditative state where I feel like the messages are coming through and ready to, like, be put from pen to paper. So it may take you some more time just sitting in that zone. They say like the 12-minute mark is kind of like that magic number for activating the pineal gland and really just kind of tapping into those different levels of consciousness. So definitely encourage 12 minutes. I'm obviously not going to meditate for 12 minutes live with you guys while you guys just sit there and stare at me. But if you're in a position where you're able to meditate with me, I invite you to meditate with me. And I'm going to automatic write. And now I'm going to share with you guys what comes through. So, like I said, I like to get my journal out. And you guys, your journal does not need to be a fancy thing. I've got this awesome elephant journal from the Dollar Tree. My mom actually got it. Love you, Mom. So, what message do I need most? Okay, and I'm also going to give you guys some tips at the end if you're feeling like you're stuck with this, right? If you're feeling like you're doing the steps, but it's not happening, it's not coming through, I have some recommendations I'm going to give to you. Sorry, I dropped my pen. Okay, so I got my journal, wrote at the top of the page, what message do I need most? And I'm going to meditate for a moment and just get myself into that zone. I call on my angel and guide who can most serve me now. The angel or guide with the most pressing message that I need to hear. And I just open my heart to feel the message, to experience the message. As I breathe in white light and exhale white light. Allowing my conscious mind step back. What message do I need most now? Okay. And so I can feel that more could totally come through, right? But I'm just holding just to this one message for now. Got my writing done. And you'll notice that the more you do this, your handwriting may change. It may vary. It may look exactly like your handwriting some days. Some days it may look different. But so here's what, so I wrote my prompt right at the beginning. And then this is what the message that came through. So you can see that my handwriting is super flowy. I'm not worried at all what it looks like. I'm not worried at all about the spelling. I am not worried at all about anything except for the message. And so what came through was the message, my dears, to keep the pace. You are doing brilliant work. Stay the course. This season has brought a momentum of shift and change, and we see you staying above water, floating on faith. You will be guided all as well. Boom. What a beautiful fucking message. Like, and all from just a couple of moments of being open and not deciding what I was going to write. Not putting the pressure to come up with the words, the sentences, the structure, to just see the message come through me. Come through me. And this is what can happen. And again, you don't need to be some intuitive, Reiki attuned person in order to automatically write. When we did this exercise at the retreat, it was really, really powerful for this group of women to do this automatic writing process. So if you're feeling stuck with automatic writing, here are some of my tips. First, just write. Like literally, even if all you want to write is your name over and over again, the same word over and over again. And I will tell you that during automatic writing, I have had experiences of just writing the same word over and over and over again. Like a page or two of just the same word being repeated. And so you just start writing whatever it is you feel like writing, signing your name, writing a word, writing affirmations, whatever you feel like writing, just start to write it down and find yourself just all of a sudden feeling guided to keep writing and not coming up with the words that you want to write. So it's just kind of almost like tricking yourself into it. Doodling. Doodling is another super powerful way of being able to tap into this energy. So you do your meditation and you go to write and you can start to feel yourself like getting in your head. Close your eyes and just like doodle. Just let the pen just go all over the paper and see if that helps like kind of jolt you out of that place. And then most of all, remember that this is for you. This process is for you to connect with your inner wisdom, with your higher self. Nobody's going to be reading these messages unless you choose or feel called to share them. So don't let the fear of judgment or fear of somebody thinking that's weird or not true hold you back from experiencing the power of automatic writing. So that's it, you guys. That's what I had to share with you about automatic writing. So if you haven't already today, go do that third eye Reiki healing, listen to the spirit guide meditation, and do your own automatic writing. If you want to share what comes through for you, totally share. If you just want to share a picture of your journal that you'll be writing in, do that as well for your way of sharing and earning those points towards a free 30-minute one-on-one Reiki healing with me. So that's all for today, you guys. Let me know how automatic writing works for you if you have any questions, and enjoy that Reiki healing. Take care.